Andy Hawthorne. The company is Tackle Tidy Limited. I'm a director within that company, mainly in control of product design and general production running. Basically, we started experiencing problems when we moved premises. So we moved into a new unit, noticed that we'd got an odour issue within the property, but also mainly myself started to feel irritant on the skin. So thought we'd got an issue, but thought we'd actually got an issue with the premises. So we went down the lines of, first of all, we thought the rafters in the ceiling were contaminated. We treated them, then we ended up lining the ceilings, and it didn't solve the issue. So yeah, we were blind to what the actual problem was. Took advice from various builders and such like, but didn't really get to where we needed to be. Then the landlord told us that the previous tenants had a chemical spill and actually a small fire. Left the premises and they retreated the floors. So we instantly thought we got contaminated floors, and we entered into negotiations for moving back out, ripping the floors out, which was major for us. So we started investigating on the internet, etc., for a more scientific approach to proving what the issue was, and came across yourselves. Made contact, and someone was here within, I think it was within 2 days, for a first assessment. An engineer arrived. We moved forward from there. Initially, we was quite surprised that the approach that was taken by yourselves was totally different to anything we'd thought of, and that was actually testing the air, you know, and like proving that there's something in the air. So the sensors went in, and in a very short time, it showed, and we've obviously got access to the information as well out from our end, and it showed that the indoor air quality in the VOCs were really poor. I mean, quite bad, really. But straight away, what was pointed out to us by yourselves was it was at particular times, which correlated with when we were actually running our machinery.
Okay.
So straight away, the arrow was being pointed in a different direction to the floor, but actually us causing our own problem, which we obviously know our machinery and we know what their potential is. What we hadn't really thought of was how we confined ourselves within the space with the machines to what we previously had, because we'd increased production, we doubled our amount of machines we've got, and hadn't really clicked, if you like, that, you know, we were causing the problem ourselves, which you pointed out to us. So it was, we were on the road then to solving the issue. Oh, the difference is phenomenal, yeah. We got company in, and the first thing they said was, it's okay, what we were doing was extracting, but what we needed to be doing was also a filtered intake, pumping in fresh air, and pressurising the room so that it was positively pressurised and negatively, so that we were pumping in good and taking out bad.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's where we ended up, and it's instantly changed everything for us.
And the data backs that up as well.
Yeah, I mean, we check it. Our IT guy Dom, he constantly, well, I'd say every couple of weeks we check it out and just make sure everything's as we expect, because obviously we have carbon filters, so they need changing and they deplenish. So yeah, I mean, having the ability, rather than trusting the manufacturer saying change them every 3 months, we can literally go on, look at the graphs and say, well, you know, that's starting to come up again, you know, so maybe the filters need changing, and it does. As soon as we change the filter, we see get back to exactly where we want it to be. So it works really well, and we're really happy with that. I mean, if you think we were potentially going to be ripping out the floors to the unit, which, you know, you may say to yourself, well, you'll get that back off the landlord. The world we live in today, good luck with that.
Yeah.
We're going to get it done because, you know, we've got to work in there. So it saved us all that hardship, you know. Okay, we've had to put extraction in and, well, more extraction in, but we should have that anyway. So, you know, that's from that point of view, you know, it's great.
Okay.
But the biggest benefit by far is peace of mind.
Sure.
And for me, not for myself, for all of us, to know that all our bases are covered. I can sleep at night knowing that I'm not, you know, putting us in any kind of danger, and I can back it up with the information that's available off your system. So
Absolutely.
no, it's worth everything from that point of view.
Perfect.
So yeah, and expenditure with regard to the extraction wasn't massive anyway, you know. So we'd already got some in place, so it was okay. As far as pulling the trigger goes, we were always going to do something, whatever, to try and solve the issue. We were never going to sit and not do it. As soon as I contacted yourselves, and someone reacts and comes straight away, and then tells us what they'd suggest, but then when they said to us, we'll be in touch and we'll get sensors in, they were there straight away. So there was no pulling the trigger. It was just a given that we were going to work with you because we weren't messed about in any way, and still aren't. So, you know, really happy from that point of view. And I've told many people that, you know, I work with and are involved with what we've done, and people, you know, I would recommend straight away which can be used by other people. So I was actually contacted by yourself saying, look, you know, we're getting a ping back, the batteries need changing, and they were straight there and it was done. So
perfect.
I can't ask for more than that, you know. I've got no, you know, that's what we need. We need to know they're working, and that was it. So that's what you do, I suppose. So it was good. Yeah. So yeah, came in yesterday, all good. 10 minutes in, out, checked it, done.